So I think it's about time to get some of the hardware installed on here. I'm going to start off by getting the bridge on. I've already poked a ground wire through there. You can just see the end poking out there. Then I'm going to get the holes drilled in the neck here and get that fitted. And likewise for the two plates on the back. I also need to put shielding paint on the back of those. So I'll get on with that. And then it's on with the electronics, I think. But let's get these bits of hardware on here first, I think. So the problem is that the neck is too high. Essentially what's happening is when you put a string on, the string sits on the frets down this end, and you can't, really tune it or play it or anything. And there's not enough adjustment in the saddles here, or the truss rod to compensate for that. I have taken this neck off and double checked, and there is an issue whereby the neck pocket is too shallow. So it's around 1.2 millimeters too shallow. I don't think that makes up all of the difference, but it's certainly a major factor. Obviously, one of the things I really should do is route that cavity deeper, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Before doing any of that, I posted on the GGBO forums to see if anyone had any other suggestions or things I should check, etc., etc. One of the suggestions was you could put a shim or a cap or a plate or whatever underneath the bridge here to lift that up. That would work. I'm not entirely in favour of doing that now though, because I think it'd be so much that the pickups will barely register against the strings. The other thing that we thought about checking was running a straight edge over the string, over the frets here, and checking where it sits at the bridge there. Now I've measured it, and the distance to the body here at the end of the neck is about 13 mil, and it's also about 13 mil at the bridge here. So that at least tells me that the neck pocket is parallel to the body and the neck is flat, or the heel of the neck is flat and it's running true. I think the only conceivable way forward really is to slot out this neck pocket. Once I've done that, I will reattach the neck and reassess the situation, see how we look with the bridge. If need be, I can then shim the bridge up a little bit and go from there really. So here's the neck and the pickups off. I think what I'm going to do is double check the depth in a second. First though, I wanted to have a look at this template, Crimson template, see what I need to do. So I think if I cut out this chunk here, I can leave the electronics alone and it will just sit over the top there. And won't affect routing down here obviously, because the router will easily pass by there. from the top of the fret here to the body at the end of the neck appears to be about 12 mil. It's approximately the same at the bridge as well. Maybe that will be enough, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is grab that string again and try it. If that isn't enough, I'm not going to attempt, I'm not going to try my luck and attempt to route this any deeper. What I'll do is make a little plate to sit under here. So I've just put on the base E string there with that saddle quite high, but it is clearing. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it on camera, but it does clear all of the frets all the way up. In theory, this should be usable. I'm going to attempt to put on the rest of the strings, even if I have to raise the saddles up like that, so be it. At least for now, for the GGBO, that's good enough. Afterwards, I can maybe look at making a plate to raise this up or something. So I've done a little bit of work on this off camera, strung it up. I also put the string trees on just for the sake of it and sorted out the pickups. But here's the thing, so with the saddles raised up quite a bit now, I have been able to tune up the guitar. As you will have just seen and heard, the guitar is now playing. The bridge is very, very high, rather the saddles are very high. I will go back and add a shim to that at some point so that it raises the bridge up, and then I can lower those saddles a bit. But yeah, it plays, it sounds really nice. I really love the additional pickup combinations and series parallel stuff that I get with this three-way switch here. So you get the standard Strat stuff and then basically, yeah, some other combinations in series and or parallel, which is pretty awesome. I love the finish on this thing. The walnut looks amazing. I really prefer the black pickups and the switch and whatnot there. And then on the back, got those lovely walnut covers on there. The ash has turned out amazing. And I really love the way this plate with the stripe in it sort of matches the neck there. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's also really, really light. I haven't weighed it yet. It's probably heavier than the original, which was only, I think it was about 5 and a bit pounds. This is probably more like 6, 6.5, something like that. But yeah, still really light. Feels amazing as well. All the contours feel really nice. So yeah, really happy with it.